All right, y'all, we're going to take a look here, diagnose this Boudoir Facebook ad, see if it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So BLCS is when the unique CTRL of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. So it means fewer than our ad is getting to fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking on our ad, somewhere on our ad, which means our ad is getting into fewer than 6 out of 100 women's brains, which means fewer than 6 out of 100 women who see our ad uh, actually have a non-zero chance of buying from us. So we gotta get this number as high as possible. We gotta get our ad into as many women's brains as possible. But that, if they just scroll by our ad, it doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. So we need to get them to click somewhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad. Now, unique CTRL under 6% is not normal. It's actually a symptom of a deeper root cause. Everyone believes it's normal, but it's not. And the deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, so BLCA. So, all right, we're building up our universe here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Now, you've discovered that BLCS is actually treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. And we know this because we invented it, and it works great. And the way it works is we duplicate the current Boudoir Facebook, the original Boudoir Facebook ad, duplicate it, and we actually run the Boudoir Pico treatment on the duplicated ad. So we run them in parallel, and at the end of the treatment, we keep whichever one has the best metrics. And that has always been the Boudoir Pico treated ad. And when shared with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, we finally got our unique CTRL above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser at DBA. So this is our full universe here. BLCA with BLCS caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. That's fine. We got the solution at Boudoir Pico. It takes about a week. We achieve pre-click alignment. We become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. So my residency, when I found some Boudoir Facebook ads, first one, brought it to the hospital, tested it, found out its unique CTRL is 4.3%. So that's under 6%. So we know that BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. And we now have the treatment, Boudoir Pico. So we treated Boudoir Pico, takes about a week. And we actually got the unique CTRL to a up to 6.88%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 37% of ad spend. All right, got it. So if they're spending more than 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now they only need to spend $6,300 a month on the Boudoir Pico traded ad in order to actually, in order to get it into the same number of women's brains. So that $3,700 a month that was wasted, they no longer have to spend it. They can actually keep it as a super bonus, kind of, literally as like a bonus for themselves every single month that they don't have to spend it. And they're able to increase their, kind of at a phantom profit, $3,700 a month. That's like 40K at the end of 12 months. And now looking at second part of my residency, second one I brought in to the hospital and tested it out, found its unique CTRL was 1.39%. So unique CTRL under 6%. We know that BLCS is present, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. We got it. So, but we also know we got the solution, Boudoir Pico, and we were able to get the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of ad spend. So now, if we're spending, you know, basically, if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, then now they only need to spend 1.6 grand a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad, and they can actually get their ad into the same number of women's brains as the original. But they save the 8,400 bucks a month of ad spend. So that's every single month. So it's just racking up month after month after month after month. And so the best thing is that they can actually, you know, kind of get like a Boudoir Pico bonus profit or phantom profit of 8,400 bucks a month every single month. And at the end of the year, that's like 100K that they were no longer wasting with their Boudoir Facebook ads. So finally, had another patient come through. Saw his unique CTRL was 5.03%. So we know that is under unique CTRL under 6%. So we know that it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. But we have the solution Boudoir Pico, and we actually treated it with Boudoir Pico. We got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of ad spend. Yeah, man, wasting 67%. So they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad. Now they only need to spend 3,300 bucks a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad in order to get their ad into the same number of women's brains. So, you know, that's insanely good. And so now the 6,700 bucks a month difference, they can actually just pocket it as a profit, as them not having to spend it anymore. And you know, month after month after month, when they do that, you know, 6,700 bucks a month kind of phantom profit. That's like 80K at the end of the year, phantom profit that they just get from no longer wasting their ad spend, thanks to Boudoir Pico. So what we've learned is the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. That's about what it's wasting. And so, I mean, look at the numbers here. We got wasting 37% of ad spend, wasting 84% of ad spend, wasting 67% of ad spend. So, you know, average those numbers together, probably somewhere between 50 to 60%. So someone's spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, approximately 5K of that's being wasted every single month that Boudoir Pico can fix. So put that 5K being wasted back in your pocket. You don't have to waste it anymore. And actually, you know, get approximately like a 60K phantom profit bonus at the end of the year. So now we're coming here. Gonna see if this one has BLCS or if we believe it does. So we got the below creative cluster mistake here. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we believe we should follow what Facebook tells us to fill out. The consequence of this, though, is it causes way more women to scroll by our ad and not actually click, so our ad never gets into their brain. But Facebook likes that because it can serve more ads per unit time. But for us, we're wasting more money per unit time. We're getting less money per unit time. So that's why that's a mistake. Creative. All right, the creative looks like an ad, so it looks like an ad mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we believe our ads should look like ads because that's how newspaper ads have looked, magazine ads have looked, TV commercials have looked, and other any other ad on Facebook, or basically any other one, or any other Boudoir Facebook ad on Facebook. They all look like ads. But again, BLCS is the most common thing I'm seeing. It's because everyone's making these same mistakes. So, consequence of this, yeah, way more women are going to be scrolling on by, and our ads not entering their brain because people don't want to be sold to. Finally, got the See More headline up here. First 2 3/4 lines, Facebook mobile news feed. Tattooed beauties in the Vancouver. Do you have tattoos that tell your story? All right, that is nice and specific. But we're literally wasting more than about half our space here because it's blank. So we had the lack of context mistake here. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that, we believe putting spaces, not being hyper specific. We are a little specific here, but not being hyper specific into who we're speaking to is the number one way to bring in clients. And that is 100% incorrect for Facebook social media advertising. And the consequence of this, way more women that could be the perfect fit for our ad are scrolling right on by. Our ad is never entering their brain. Those women could have bought from us though. So looking at this, do we believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome? Yes, I do. So I believe its unique CTRL is under 6%. So about, approximately half its money is being wasted every single month. So if you're a BLCA with BLCS, a Boudoir low click advertiser with Boudoir low click syndrome, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you're looking around at the market, you're seeing more Boudoir photographers enter the market every single day. Someone gets a new iPhone, all of a sudden they're throwing up a Google Maps profile saying they do boudoir photo shoots, or they get a new camera and they're, they get a new camera and then they're posting the mom groups that they now do boudoir photo shoots. So it's basically more competition for the same number of buyers. So it's getting more competitive, more saturated out there in the marketplace. And, so, and you're also seeing inflation and living costs, cost of living, taking that into account. So you've already been optimizing your business, trying to pull out more profit for ideally, less input, less work. Try to get a jump on all this and remain competitive. And you see Boudoir Pico can, save you approximately 5K in wasted Boudoir ad spend. Eliminate that, about half the ad spend being wasted, and eliminate that and put that 5K back in your pocket instead of the Zuck's pocket. And that'd be approximately, 60K over the next 12 months. And so you want this outcome, and you also want to achieve pre-click alignment to become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir Brain Entry Boost, because you need this to achieve that on your path to becoming the #1 boudoir photographer in your city. Then shoot me a DM, and well, I don't have any, my patient intake is closed right now, but shoot me a DM and when my patient intake opens. So my DMs are closed, but patient intake's closed. But when my new patient intake opens, my DMs are open. Shoot me a DM and we'll see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.